Mr. Mayor. Mr. Mayor, like me, your inbox will be filled with residents who have had a poor encounter with council contractors. It may be a road repair that was done poorly, it needs a second visit, or it may be a leak that wasn't fixed properly. I had one resident recently contact me because their newly installed toilet was falling off the wall after just a week. The wall had become so saturated with water and soft that it no longer was able to hold up the toilet. Another resident told me the issue they had with contractors taking up an old tree stump outside their home. The first visit saw the tree cut down. The second saw some lovely new tarmac laid around the base of the remaining stump, but the contractors could not remove the stump because they were not the tree people. And in fact, 406 days later, the tree was removed and tarmac relaid again. Mr. Mayor, in October, the Places Committee had a meeting. At that meeting, the committee was presented with a report on repairs. It noted the council undertakes around 30,000 responsive repairs annually, and also revealed that our contractor, Mears, was securing a customer satisfaction rate of 80% to a target of 96%. Mr. Mayor, at 80%, this leaves us with 6,000 unsatisfactory repairs per year. I have to acknowledge that this administration has put in place a plan and programme to work with contractors to improve the situation. However, I believe the current problem is too large to be met simply with a new plan. I think we need a new way of working, and I believe we need to put residents at the heart of this. The regulation of social housing bill is in its final stages and will soon become law. This bill, put forward by Conservatives, gives residents more power to hold their landlord to account. It sets out new standards that require landlords to provide residents with information on how to complain, and it introduces AWAB's law, which requires social landlords to investigate and fix reported hazards within a specified time frame or to rehouse residents. It is resident-centric to its core, and at the core of it is the belief that it should be easier to get problems resolved. Mr. Mayor, all major housing associations have a resident board in place. These boards are formal committees that hold the executive to account. They look at performance data, complaints and survey feedback, not in a dissimilar way to our Overview and Scrutiny board. However, our O&S board does not get out to see specific repairs. We rely on the hard work of our officers and our contractors to keep us up to date. With a resident repair board, we could empower residents to take a look independently at specific cases. Mr. Mayor, the Sutton Housing Partnership have a system of resident repair inspectors to monitor the standards for repairs in their estates. These volunteer residents check repairs and complete satisfaction cards which are returned to the Housing Trust. I can see a fantastic opportunity for us to develop a hybrid between resident boards and resident repair inspectors. A group of residents empowered to spot check contractors, to produce reports and recommendations, and a group of residents that can be reached by other residents independent of going through the offices, using them as a last resort. Mr. Mayor, Havering Council has community representatives and participation panels. However, they are relatively toothless. They meet with resident engagement teams and they report on things that need doing, but they can't hold contractors to account and they're not part of an adjudication process. I'd like to see residents at the heart of things. Residents being a part of the complaints process, residents mystery shopping our contractors, carrying out flat inspections, and putting forward recommendations for consideration to our committees. Mr. Mayor, the Cabinet Member for Housing is doing a good job of improving the situation with our contractors, but he and the officers cannot do it alone. They need extra support. I believe a resident repair board would be a fantastic addition to our scrutiny of contractors.